Bullet-resistant glass, lockdown buttons, and man traps, things you wouldn't have seen in schools years ago, are now more commonplace, and every school district in the state was asked to assess safety and security following the Uvalde massacre. Jason Miles is live from Cy-Fair ISD, the state's third largest district, with more on what they're doing. Miles.
Hey there, yeah, officials say every layer of security matters to keep an intruder slowed down during any potential crisis at schools just like this one. Cy-Fair ISD's Yeager Elementary was built in 1975, but it features the latest security measures.
For visitors that come to the door, they have to use the phone system to buzz in. There's a camera here so they can be identified.
Security vestibules, known as man traps, are the first line of defense beyond the front door, surrounded by bullet and other impact-resistant glass.
We shot them with rifle, with shotgun, with .40 caliber, 9mm. We hit them with axes and bats and trying to tear holes big enough to climb through, and it was impossible.
Cy-Fair ISD Police Chief Eric Mendez joined other district leaders today to talk about safety, something all Texas ISDs were asked to reassess following Uvalde.
That's what keeps me up at night, and I'm sure superintendents across the state, is that anyone would ever cause harm, not only to our children, but our staff.
Superintendent Mark Henry believes Cy-Fair ISD is way ahead of the curve in many ways, pouring millions from voter-supported bond programs into enhancing security district-wide.
You know, we talk about academics, we talk about finances, but let's face it, a facility has to be secure and safe.
Recent upgrades include adding walls to previously more open concept schools, each classroom featuring intruder lock sets on the doors, lockdown buttons that immediately put the campus and police on alert, and new internet-connected phones for calling 911 if needed.
It goes directly to emergency response. Our police department responds. They can tell exactly what classroom it was dialed from.
Less technological additions include reminders not to keep doors propped open, but there are sensors letting staff know when they are. And there are security cameras covering the inside and outside of school buildings.
We always are looking at better ways to enhance the safety and security for our facilities.
All while keeping learning environments as school-like, they say, as possible. And elementary schools are one thing, middle and high schools another. That's where things like anonymous tips and other intervention comes into play, because a lot of times the threats in those cases are from actual students. Meantime, quickly, I did get a chance to ask the police chief here in Cy-Fair ISD about the situation in Uvalde without passing judgment. He said his officers are trained to run toward gunfire and not stop until a threat is neutralized. Reporting from Cy-Fair ISD, Jason Miles, KHOU 11 News.
We all want safer schools. Thank you so much, Jason Miles. KHOU 11 is your education station. You can find more details from Jason's story on our website, khou.com.